Hello everyone, it's Brian, and welcome back to Skyrim Survival Legendary, the game where the cat has 9 lives. We're here in Markarth, beating the crud out of Dryston. He decided he was gonna punish us for doing too much investigation of the Forsworn conspiracy, and yet he discovered that the cat has claws. And so we have just scrunted him off in a brawl, and here we are in Markarth. And I believe this means we have just about got... Oh, right, this is my healing on Fuego. You know, I better be careful where I do that, or I'm gonna catch a guard on fire, and that's not gonna be so funny. All right, so we're healing, and we're here in Markarth, and we've basically... Hi, Ms. Smith. We're basically squared away in Markarth. We've done all the main Markarth, you know, mini-questy crud. We've cleaned out the Dwarven ruins, more or less, and we're ready to get out in the countryside. So we're gonna have a little sleepy poo, and let's see, yeah, nobody else left here with the quest. And here we are out in the world of Skyrim, and I'm gonna leave Horsey, McHorseface, behind, because one of the first things I want to do, there's, you know, as with most major holds, there's a nice little space kind of right here around town where everything's just kind of safe, and there's, you know, free chicken eggs, and there's free stuff, and there's a lot of specifically reagents. So Markarth, we got the juniper berries, we've got the hanging moss that plops off of those trees. They've even got some of those little, I guess it's a rock warbler egg. There's a lot of little stupid eggs, and the stupid birds that build their nests on the ground are the ones that we get. Here we got a mud crab. Mud crabs make mud crab chitin. Spelled like chitin, but it said chitin. So and mud crab chitin is half of what you need to make cure disease potions. That's one of the ones. It's one of the ones I never forget. Mud crab chitin and charred skeever hides, or hawk feathers. Those are what make cure disease potions, which, you know, in a, whatever we call this, survival game where you can get a lot more diseases and they're more diseasey, can be useful. Mud crabs, not too scary, but we are popping these babies off because they're just sitting here in this pond. And look, they were blocking me from this juniper bush. And I'm just going to try to kind of clean the crud out. I see these taller trees are the ones that have the hanging moss all over the place, and then these little more bushy trees are the juniper trees. Yeah, it's funny, once you can walk right past these reagents 1,000 times, then you finally realize, oh, wait a minute, you mean that's what those things look like in the wild, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you know where to find them. Anyway, I'm just kind of hitting a little radius around Markarth, you know, until I start getting out to where I start seeing bad people, and then I will hastily stop, and, you know, I'll probably want Horsey for that. That's why I didn't bring Horsey. Main reason I didn't bring Horsey because, you know, I have to get on and off Horsey all the time, which is, you have to admit, a bit of the pain in the neck. So looks like we're getting about to the end of the radius here. So I see some kind of little building coming up. Let's see what they got over there. I see a red dot, so it's going to be something mean. Somebody with an arrow. Arrow as in bow and arrow. 2 somebodies, maybe 3. Quite gotten a peek at. I want to get just a peek at who they are, so I know whether I want to come back. It looks like I got a stick in there. Something human. There's somebody. Let's get our proper clothing and equipment on here hastily as he runs up. A Forsworn Forger. Okay, so that's at least one level up on Forsworn. He's not very accurate with his Wumper. Alright, well, he does some damage, but not huge amounts. And with Dwarven Arrows, we do some damage, but not. Boy, he is extra not good at hitting me with his little clomper. Look at him. He's terrible. Ooh, well, for certain values, terrible. Okay, it is time to not get locked into a auto-kill animation. He's almost down, though. Oops. Mercy. Here's some mercy. Alright. We've been merciful. And he's got some Forsworn-y little armor bits, which I'll just pick up in case, you know, if I'm just coming back from a herb gathering thing, I might as well sell some Forsworn armor if I have nothing better to do. See two more little dots. Oh, here's a bow and arrow man. Also a forager. I feel like that might be just the second thing up on the Forsworn thing. Like it's the second level from the bottom of flavors of Forsworn. Can't remember exactly, but it certainly feels like that, given that he's not shockingly hard for me to kill. So we're doing a little hot amateur archer on archer action. And kind of moving around. Try to keep his arrows from hitting. Confuse his attempts to lead us. Of course, he's moving around too. You got me with that one. Anemic heel face. Little bird nest. Thunk. Yeah, if you just stay moving during an archer duel, it helps quite a lot. Sometimes you can kind of see right after they release their arrow and then draw yours, and then you actually have time to get a good aim before they have time to shoot you back. Oh, but he's saying no more. He's down. He's down and dirty. Oops. Alright, so he is no longer with us. I think that leaves us one more little red dot down there. We'll have happily done a little area. Alright. Inventory did get too full, so I dropped some heavy weapons. For some reason, weapons are a hell of a lot heavier than a lot of kinds of armor. but there you go. I suppose real, actual medieval whacking weapons were probably pretty heavy. Haven't been to the hands-on museum of medieval whacking weapons in a while. I did get to put on a full suit of like authentic chainmail in Ireland once, and it was unbelievably heavy. It was unbelievably heavy. Can't tell if he even sees me. I think he doesn't. I think he doesn't see me. Thunk! Oh, and he's even just he's a base level Forsworn, so he's pretty sad meeting my 23rd level kitty ass. Alright, so we have found the guy's house. I think he owns this mine, and he's mad because the Forsworn came and took it. So let's see what's in here now that we're here. Let's see how Forsworn it all is. Fly. Amanita. Amanitas are usually pretty damn poisonous. around for traps. Looking high, looking low. Alright, here we got us a basic bad guy. Give him a pop. See what he looks like. Well, what happened there? I think maybe I hit the back of the chair. Is there an arrow sticking out of the back of that chair? I was sure I had shot something in the back, but we went right past him. I'm not. That is some. Okay, a Forsworn looter. That's at least one more level up. That is a less familiar term. So let's just regroup since he saw us. Oh, whoa! He's out here. He's out here with us. He came out of the dungeon. That's like a smart monster. Who knew? Yeah, I would. Too bad they don't make them all like that. That'd be more challenging. Oh, 3 dots. We got arrows coming everywhere. Now we're playing some. Hot ice things, ice chunks flying at us. That's not good. All right, now we're playing us some Skyrim. Now this is happening. Kitty, this is on. Kitty's on. Kitty's ready. We're gonna run like crap. God, I picked ourselves a slightly bigger fight. I was expecting another little, Forsworn idiot. And that guy turned out to be not so idiot. Do a little gathering as I heal and head back to town. I think that was just a slightly bigger,
until next time.
bigger bite than we can chew right now. Made me uncomfortable. Look at all these bird eggs. How do they survive as a species if they lay their eggs right there on the ground like that? Little weird wild birds. Right by the road. Alright, so this is a little peaceful mining town right next to Markarth, or mining encampment.
Are the only survivors.
This is like.
That's nonsense.
This is the quest to clear the mine we were just at. All right, well, fine. Apparently, the game is giving us a hint that would be a good idea.
Until next time.
So now we got the quest to do the thing that we almost did anyway. That's actually, I'm glad we didn't do it before we got the quest, because then we get the quest too. So let's just gather all their crud, see what's in their mine. This looks like just a little miniature peaceful mine with nothing particularly good in it, and it's just iron ore, which we're not all that interested in. Iron ore. We will take their, for some reason they're friendly enough to us that we can just pick up their gold coins, and they are okay with that, and they say, sure, we will help fund your cleansing of Skyrim of Forsworn. It's like a little bit of working capital. Taking some Series A funding on our our attempt on this mine. All right, so let's just probably go back into town and stock up on some crud and sell our crud, and we're gonna go back on the horsey this time so that we have slightly better getting away options, I think. Now here's this. Here's this. Here's this cart. We're allowed to ride this carriage now. And I can actually go back to Whiterun where they sell decent arrows. It's funny, Whiterun and to a certain extent Solitude, I feel like are the only places, like certainly they keep their arrows more up to date than the other towns. It's like really hard to get decent arrows.
I'm in Whiterun, I always visit the guild degree.
At Markarth and at Riften and at Windhelm, it's just, they'll have arrows, but they won't have many, and they won't have the good ones. They won't have, like, the kind I've leveled the most into, so...
A jester, funny suit and all, just north by the Lorius farm.
Yeah?
Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that. Want to hear a little Nord wisdom?
That's a little conversation I haven't heard before. I think that must be an Uthgard's out here. This must be one of those immersive citizen mod little things. That's kind of interesting.
They wanted me to... I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to... And why not? 100
we can
gold
brawl
says
her
I
out
knocked
here.
your hide to the ground. Why don't you come back when you actually have 100 gold?
Except we don't have any money. No money at all. Okay. Well, that's fun. Actually, since Horsey... And look, I've named him Horsey McHorseface. I personally did that. That's my own personal mod. Just because I think Horsey McHorseface deserves his proper name. Alright, so we rode him up to town, and so, I mean, I'm going to get back to the Markarth area, probably almost immediately, but see, some of these things have respawned stuff. I want to get at least the arrows, and of course if all the herbs have respawned, I'll pick some of them. But it looks like not all of the herbs, not all have respawned. A few respawned. Did I pick them at different times, or they just kind of randomly, you know, the mysteries of respawning are fairly mysterious. It's hard to know exactly when, or at least it's hard for me to know exactly. Maybe you know exactly when things respawn, but I don't actually know. I know that it takes about 2 days for shopkeepers to get new crud when they've run out of stuff. But we're just running all around, and everything that has respawned we are picking, which appears to have mostly been a waste of time because I think only about 20% of the stuff respawned. But now we can go to our favoritist inn of all, do a little cooking, do a little this and that. Where did the innkeeper go? Apparently sleeping up in her bed. Buy her stuff. Our inventory as well. I like how the shows my full name down there in that that buy and sell menu. It's got some room. Sign somebody good at interface programming. Makes the stuff fit. I approve of that. Alright, here is Mr. I actually sell the best and highest quantity of arrows in the game, Elrendir. And since we're here, we'll go ahead and get Arcadia's general crud, at least what we can afford, because we don't have any particular amount of money. We will make some nice, what are those called? Like the damage magicka potions that are worth so much money. Some restore health. Yeah, damage magicka regen potions. Those are the ones that they take cheap ingredients to make. It's like blue mountain flowers and blue butterfly wings, and then throw some lavender in for the third effect, and pretty soon you're making potions that are list price 450, and you can sell them for 150 or 200, and so that's good. That's how it's one of the ways we make money, and meanwhile our alchemy skill goes up so that our potions become stronger, because poisons are, not so much potions as poisons are going to be key to our ever being able to kill giant, horrible things like dragons. And somebody was telling me I should go activate the dragons. Dragons. I think I would just be instantly burnt to a crisp by dragons right now, because although I have armor, I have basically no resistance to anything, and armor doesn't actually help you against things like magic. And so, yeah, if the dragon tried to bite me, I might get some help on my armor. But when the dragon breathes fire on Kitty, I think Kitty would just melt into cinders right now. Now, there will be a point when Kitty is ready for dragons, and that will be an exciting point. And one way or the other, if we start getting up toward Kitty's, I'm taking an alchemy point here at the level up, because we're getting to that point where we're going to have to get some better poisons start to get constructed in order to, when we start meeting these stupid healing enemies and stuff, we're going to have to get through that. But if we get up toward Kitty's later final lives, if we get to like life 7 and 8 and we haven't got to dragons yet, then, well, we'll get to dragons one way or the other. I'll go and activate the dragons. But right now, I want to try to prepare a little bit more, and I am playing some Skyrim on the side. I like keeping up this week to week. Turned out to once I really got into it, it's like wait, I want to play Skyrim. My hands are itching to play Skyrim, and I'm thinking about Kitty and stuff. So I started playing some, little side characters on my own, and I've been playing full permadeath on them. One death and it's over, and you're back in the Tumbril and Helgen. And I think I'm on
Do your good deed for the day.
Perma 15th of her name right now. that's what my permadeath characters are called. Perma 15th of her name. I think Perma 13th of her name actually lived to level 31 before ever dying, and then died with an arrow in the back. And then the very next Perma 14th of her name then died at first level of a wolf bite on the butt. Just trying to get to Riverwood. So, that gives you the range of full permadeath. So, if Kitty ever dies, maybe we'll do a full permadeath on here, because it is pretty comically fun. But anyway, it means I'm actually learning and getting in better practice and stuff. So some of my Skyrim muscles are getting more honed. So I might get a little bit better. Might be getting a little bit better. Which way to Cole's whatever mine? Cole's Krieger mine. Let's get all our quests all. Cole's Kegger mine. Okay, Cole's Kegger. Cole's Kegger. Cole's Kegger. Like a pirate voice. Arr! Cole's Kegger. Cole's Kegger mine. I like that. Pirate World. Pirate Skyrim. Yeah. So... anyway, I might actually be getting better at playing Kitty. You might know that, if I might make a few more informed decisions. But one of the things that has become more clear to me that was not perhaps clear to me at character generation was just how useless armor is against magic, in the sense that it literally does nothing against magical attacks. And so, like, my Perma 15th of her name is actually a Breton because of the 25% magic resistance, which I think on legendary difficulty is actually pretty cool. So Kitty isn't going to be getting that. I'm going to have to arrange some resistances when we get all dragged. We're going to probably carry a fire necklace and a frost necklace and all that kind of crud, just to kind of be able to be ready for different flavors of dragons. All right, here's our pal. See if we can hit him. Third time's a charm. I'm actually like hitting this guy with a thing. But on the other hand, unlike a Breton, Kitty gets to have 9 lives instead of 1 life. So I'm hoping this will make for some success. But I'm starting to get a little more confidence that Kitty might actually survive long enough to get to a reasonably high level. I don't know if I'll be able to get through the game, but you never know. You never know. Practice makes perfect, and I'll keep,
sure I heard something.
Keep playing Kitty week to week, and we'll make some progress. All right, Looter is down. Looter turned out to not be so hard with elven arrows been attacked from stealth, so that's good. All right, let's sneak around in here. What's going on? This big old mine full of miney stuff. A gold ore vein. Gold ore? It's actually probably worth me picking up. Now, don't you wish that was how mining actually worked? It actually went that fast. It's like someone must have a sadistic streak making mining take as long as it actually takes. But I guess it's supposed to make it intentionally not super fun, so that it's not what you just want to do all day or whatever for the amount of reward it is. Anyway, with the gold, I'm thinking I might actually, it's valuable enough, I'll take it back, and I might even actually, smith it into jewelry, because I don't have to take any perks in smithing to smith. Ironically, gold and silver you can just do. Now, you want to smith mere steel, you've got to take a perk on the perk tree. But we're going to do that. All right, so there is a guy standing. I see a little quest arrow just bobbing in the thing off to the left there. So that's probably there's some kind of boss. I didn't So Forager, he's easy. He's second from the bottom of types of guys. I'm guessing Looter is the next one up, but that boss, I don't know what it is. It might be a Briarheart, which is the top end of the Forsworn food chain, and those are pretty darn nasty. All right, that's a Looter. All right, so we got at least, well, yeah, I don't think that was the boss. So I think we got at least 3. Yeah, 2 dots and a boss arrow. And you can see the boss arrow through the wall. I like that. See him through the wall. Know when he's coming. It's like some kind of 6th sense. Special kitty sense of boss. Alright, so we got one little friend tagging us in the mine, and apparently these guys come right out of the mine with you if things go wrong. So we want to be highly aware of that problem. They're going to get their free hit. Hate the free hit. Well, I kind of, as a game designer, I actually like the free hit because it makes you not be able to exploit it. Okay, that is a Briarheart, and look, he is badass. That was an elven freaking arrow from my whatever elven freaking bow by surprise from stealth, and it did that much damage, which is not nothing. But he's serious, and I'm pretty concerned he's going to heal when he decides to. Okay, that's a stupid Looter, but that's one reason we're gonna clean off all his non-spellcasting friends first, because last thing I need when I'm trying to beat a mage is some jerk clubbing me with a mace at the same time. Yeah. There is someone there. Go back to your... These are not the droids you're looking for. Go back to your mining, and we'll be right with you when we're ready. How about that? This is a public service announcement. Forsworn public service announcement. All right, let's see if we can clean off his... it's going to take 2 shots to get her, isn't it? Thunk! Okay, one more hit should do her. Fortunately, he doesn't heal her. Doesn't do it. He's a mean priest. He does not help others.
What was that?
I was sure I heard something.
Alright, she's down, and we are sneaking at 89. That's a pretty high sneak. But once we get to 100, we get that awesome Shadow Warrior ability, and then we can... Makes it much easier to regain stealth when crap is going down. Alright, so here's Mr. Briarheart. We are going to have a discussion with Mr. Briarheart. And the first part of it is going to involve patience, because we are going to shoot him 1 time per time. And then we're going to let him go back, and we're going to let him regain stealth, and we're not going to be stupid. No, Kitty's not going to be stupid. It's almost like this stealth thing is designed to play against your impatience, your instinct to be in a hurry, because you just want to shoot him one more time, and you think, oh, I could probably survive him, right? No, you probably couldn't survive him. Not on legendary difficulty. No, he would bake me into a cake, a kitty cake. Spelled with a K.
Must be my imagination.
Must be my imagination. I swear he, didn't talk in that accent the last thing he said. Thunk. Just a little sneaky drama here, but we got to get him down to the nub, and got to find his. I'm gonna shoot him until he heals himself, and then we'll kind of have an idea about where the healing point is on him. I mean, it's always about the same percentage of health, but it'll also verify that he does heal. Because sometimes you get a mage that actually doesn't heal. So, let's see. Plan A is maybe he just goes to his knees. Plan B is probably the paralysis potion. And Plan C is a whole series of weakness to poison potions. And we got him down pretty far. Oh, and he heals. Okay. Too bad. I was thinking if he had stayed where he was, I could probably nail him. If not with one poisoned arrow, then at least that might get him to his knees, and certainly a paralysis at that level would have been good. Whereas this, I'm not sure, but I think if we can paralyze him, then we can probably be able to pump some arrows into him. So let's see. Alright, so that's hopefully the pre-healing phase. Please to not heal yourself. Now, if we can paralyze him... Oh, he healed himself. Well, now I've already poisoned my arrow. Okay, so he's falling down, and now some poisoned arrows. Oh, shoot, he detected me. He flung his body toward me and detected me, which is bad because now I'm not getting my... I have no chance for stealth hits. And now these weakness to poisons do stack. So I get a lot of weakness to poison out of him, but I don't have enough of those to keep going with them. I'm going to have to go to regular poisons. He hasn't counterattacked yet, so far we're good if we can keep staggering him. We're on the verge of knocking him down here. Okay. Ooh, ice cloud. Ice cloud. Okay, so that is an example of why this probably isn't going to work now. We're probably going to... I don't have enough potions yet. You know, if I had a little bit more... Okay, we were on the verge. Like, you could see... healing more. Just barely have enough potions to probably get out of here alive. Maybe. We'll see. Frozen by Briarheart could be carved on a tombstone coming soon in an episode near you, but we are running for it. He's probably going to come out and get some god-awful free hit. Oh, it's not coming. Oh, I'm not glad to see you, Horsey, though. Oh, there he is. He's coming out. He's out. All right, well, good thing we brought Horsey. I think if we hadn't brought Horsey, we would be absolutely doomed, because he would have terrible... You know, those freezing spells make you move slow, so then he has time to fill you up with all of his crud. But we were on the cusp of victory there. We were so close, and even though we failed, I think it validates what the plan is. The plan is paralysis. Weakness to poison plus poison on the same arrow, that's good, but paralysis, real good. And I'm gonna have to explore, see if I can find a what's it called? A recipe. If there's 3 ingredients that make paralysis, weakness to poison, and and damage health, that would be the perfect thing. And I bet it would have a death bell in it. Yeah, death bell, because death bells are those things that do both. I think death bells and small antlers both do. You can tell I've been playing too much because I've got this crap memorized. I am not sitting here looking at the internet. I am just freaking memorized damn reagents. But yeah, death bell and small antlers contain both weakness to poison and damage to health. Now, if I can find one other that contains either one of those two plus paralysis, then I'm cooking with gas. I'm just kind of see if I can draw him out, or if he's going to go back in there. I'll just sit here and... So if he was going to chase me around, I was going to see if I could find him somebody else to fight. find him a nice bear. Which I think is actually in a way is fair, you know. I mean, companions are right out, but like aggroing things into each other, I think is, you know, that's merely good play. Oh, look, a birdie. Hanging moss. Juniper berries. That's that cave I've already cleared. The combat music has stopped, so I think he must have gone back inside. I'm not sure I'm going to screw with him until I get more... Well, I mean, certainly a hell of a lot more health potions, but also I need to get some more paralysis. Before I take on a mage like that, I need to... a healing mage. I'm going to need some more paralysis, is what I think. That is what I think. I don't think Briarheart's... I don't know if they get any stronger as you level up. Maybe they do. Can't remember how high their level range is, because they're the top end. Got a random person here.
Maik's father was also called Maik.
Oh, it's Maik.
As was Maik's father's father. And Maik wishes you well.
And I don't know really what the point of Maik is, other than to just stand there and say a lot of, you know, what are apparently supposed to be lies. I just don't know. So, but there he is, and he's just sitting around. Rock warbler eggs. All right, and here we got us a Nernroot, and we got like another Nernroot over there behind this mud crab. Some free mud crab chitin. We will go get. Oh, I see another. See a telltale disturbance in the water, as if there's another mud crab. But we're not afraid of no mud crabs. Yummy. Tasty with butter. We're gonna have a good supply of juniper berries and hanging moss by the time we're done, which is good. Hanging moss, I know, is one of those damage magicka regen things, so that makes good expensive potion. It's not coming to me what juniper berries do, so it's probably more in the resistances department. Here we have the nobility going by on their horse.
To say to you. Now move along, or I'll order my guard to attack.
I think she mostly exists so that, you know, less discreet, less upstanding, that's not my horse, less upstanding people can rob her. She's probably carrying some good stuff. Kitty's good. I'm not actually going to bother with that mud crab. I'm just going to let him deal with that mud crab. He brought that on himself. They were rude to me, so they could fight the mud crab by themselves. How about that? That's my roleplay justification. Here we come to a road sign. And it goes to places. It goes to Rorikstead that way. Whiterun. We don't want to go back to those places. We can go in a carriage to Karthwasten. Now, Karthwasten rings a bell. Karthwasten. I thought I had a quest in Karthwasten. Quest? Questy? Quest. Marker there. Supposed to live in the village of Karthwasten. Okay, well, okay. Maybe it's one of these things where it doesn't put the quest error for you. So we'll go to Karthwasten and we will investigate the Karthwasting situation.
I want your sellswords out of my mind.
Cutscene.
Watch your tongue, native. We leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn.
Look, he's nice nightshade.
Oh, and when would that be?
Heard the word
Sell my
Forsworn.
land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very...
Okay, so we got thugs on the right. Silverblood thugs. They've taken over the mine and shut it down, and they're, you know, they want to have a protection racket with the poor villagers. So they're mean and bad. And they would like our help
What's
to
that have to do with me? I'm not from here. I must... You haven't heard...
help them take
They
over.
practically
And
own the
tell
city
them
of
good luck with
Markarth.
that.
And
So
we're
we'll
here on
probably
their coin.
consider
All right.
helping the good guys take the mine back. I'm just going to put Horsey a little more These little small towns sometimes have aggro at the edges. You got edge aggro. You don't want to lose your whole horse over some stupid edge aggro issue. So here we got Ainethak.
Oh my.
Einthach.
Talk to Enmon about that.
Einthach.
Not that it does me any good. Robbery. Forsworn attacked the mines, and suddenly all these
So yeah,
cell swords.
what if I convince them to
Try.
leave?
But I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get
By
ugly.
convince, I mean
A family. The Silverblood
Shoot
family
them.
own half the Reach, and they won't stop until they own all of it.
from stealth. Alright. So I still mainly the key thing. I might go clean that mine out, but the key thing is aha! I want to find the Sybil, and there is a quest arrow in this
You're
town.
not from here. Damn it.
I'm looking for a young
trying to
girl.
taunt us? Our daughter, Fiotra, was taken.
Fiotra! That's a good name. Look at that.
It was the
With a big
Forsworn
J
from
in
Broken
it,
Tower.
just like you always
Never
say
been much trouble
Fiotra.
before. What's it to you?
Your daughter is the Sybil!
That's I wouldn't have dreamed. Of course we need her in Markarth then. I'll come with you.
Alright, so that's
You're
just the question of whether the
probably
parents are
right.
going to be all
Just hurry,
objective.
please.
He's
Who
all
knows what those things are doing?
he's good with that. Alright, so this is not the control-y mine. Two mines in town. It's probably their boring mine. And we've gotten all their juniper berries. They're probably not so into juniper berries. And here's the Sonarok mine. Town where Fiotra lives. Okay, yeah, so these guys aren't hostile per se, so I'm just going to walk around and, because I haven't done anything mean to them. I'm just walking around, I'm casing the joint. You know, it's not every day you get to see what the positions are in a room. Alright, there's the main guy.
The mine is helping out Ainethak, huh?
Ainethak!
Let's see them make us.
Ainethak! I don't think I'm going to tell him I think I'll just kill you. I think that answer would be delivered in the form of an arrow to the knee. Alright, but apparently we're allowed to pick up the stuff in here. They're not that pre-hostile. Alright.
We're in control.
So are we cleaning out this mine or not? We're getting these guys out of here, getting a little minor quest reward. I think we are. I think we are. Because we came to do quests. And we came to be good. And these guys are bad guys. Oh, and they're not even hard bad guys. That was a one-shotter. Complete one-shotter. Alright. They've, I'm sure, intentionally positioned all these different pieces of wood to make screw up my line of sight. That successfully made me not hit him. Let's take his mercenary out first. Okay, so his little mercenaries were definitely little one-shot dorks. And now Atar is, let's see what he's like. Well, he's like infinite if you don't hit him. You just don't hit him. There's not much you can do about it. Okay. Already cleaned him out. Okay, well he's gonna take a few licks, but he doesn't look like he's got any healing powers. So this may just be one of these dances of patience. Why that happened. Oh, we have a third extra guy. Little bozo just wandering around in here. He's a one-shotter. So we have determined, so he can take his eponymous shot. This would be a useful place to come if we get in trouble. So far, this looks pretty straightforward. We've got the one guy left. We can just keep poking the poker. 2 arrows in him. Well, except he can't aim very well. If they just hadn't put that ramp right there, this would have been a lot easier.
I was sure I heard something.
I would think you would have felt something too, not just heard something. Oops, I poisoned the arrow and then promptly threw it away. That was brilliantly done. This is mostly just kind of poison arrow experimentation. I don't obviously need poison to kill this guy. It's a simple situation, but just kind of see what it's like. Which, of course, is mostly it's like missing. It's like hitting the wrong hotkey there.
Must be my imagination.
Go back to hidden. Get up here a little closer. I can retreat a little further.
Is someone there?
Oops, missed a thing. I didn't notice any big difference in the arrow with the poison, but of course, after I shoot the first shot, I'm a little bit busy. And another miss. Because I'm an idiot. There's a second shot. Ooh, he did the magic dodge. That was the magic dodge. Right, here he comes. Oops. Did not mean to draw that arrow. Alright, we've been detected. Okay, this is gonna... this might take a little longer than expected. Alright, well, we're gonna leave off here, because this is gonna take a while. We got 6 lives left. We're at level 23. We're gonna be chasing around with Atar in the fun. We will see you next time, where the cat has 9 lives.